15. That's good.
We are rolling.
You gotta be in the fucking shot though. You can't. I kind of want. We'll figure out some light and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is gonna be kind of cool actually. We look like we're fucking radiated, like we're fucking. The fucking World War III has started and the nuclear radiation has come down. Oh, my hair as well. I kind of like it though. Don't wear the bonnet, brother. Please don't do that.
Not the bonnet?
Yeah, take the bonnet off. I mean, maybe that could be your thing.
That is my thing.
I know, but if you're that would have to. It would become a thing where people will be so used to fucking seeing you in it that seeing you not in it will be like weird.
That's how it already is.
I know it is kind of weird to see you without the fucking bonnet on.
I always wear that. This
Are you recording right now?
Yep.
Brother, welcome to the motherfucking podcast that we have not named yet.
Yep.
It's not even a podcast. This is nothing. This is just test.
Like 5 minutes
Stage testing? What do they call that shit?
Yeah,
I don't know. But my name is Blaissez-Faire and there's this motherfucker right here.
Veruka.
We call him... Who?
Veruka.
Who the fuck is Veruka?
Me.
I don't even know what a Veruka is, but that's what he wants to be. So he's going to be it.
I want it now like Veruka.
Be all you can be in the fucking World War III. All right. So we're in the bomb shelter right now, and we are preparing for those nuclear bombs that are coming. But before they hit, brother, I got some shit to talk about with you. Because it's going down currently.
Going down bad.
Yeah, so I don't know. What was I saying we would start on? We would start with our introduction to it. So let's start with this guy because he's a fucking baby. And you can find out how he got into even finding out about... Because they weren't... When I was 15 or... I don't even know how old you were.
I learned my shit through the internet.
How old are you? Oh.
I learned my shit through the internet. I won't
that's
say with you.
Definitely...
but
that's fucking legit right there. Learning through the internet.
But the thing is, though, from the internet, I also read hard copy books of...
you can read ebooks and shit too. I'm just saying, like,
too, but
internet.
I prefer like the physical copies and shit because I can always go back.
Yeah, but yeah,
it's easier to go back.
We're gonna find the topic and focus. We're gonna start with introduction to leftist theory. I guess we'll go with that because we are actually trying to introduce people to the actual sphere of thinking outside of the box, or maybe going into the box sometimes and not going all the way outside of the box, but like having
just being more open-minded,
frame and not just thinking that everything that you've learned is the only way that it is, because there's
definitely more than what you're told.
Oh, definitely, from both sides too. You can learn a lot from left politics or right politics.
Right wing and left wing.
Yeah, you gotta have an open mind with everything. That's how I feel. So, are we supposed to stare at the camera? Because I feel so weird. It's like I'm looking at.
We're supposed to look at it. It's another person.
I know, but I don't want to be another person. And there's like a third person behind. All right, whatever. So yeah, where did you start listening or reading? Let's not even say leftist political theory, but political theory when you learned that politics was very important.
So whenever I moved in with my uncle was a hardcore Democrat, so that got me into the involvement of IRL politics, in real life politics.
In real life, yeah.
So
IRL, yeah, he's a fucking baby. So
IRL politics,
because I can't talk like
but he was mainly concerned with like democratic policies and
which is cool.
And was against Republicans.
Which state did you live in? Were you in North Carolina at that time?
Always been North Carolina. Always been here my entire life.
So what's interesting, so I'll tell you, I was actually not into politics. My father was, and when we would go out to work when I was younger, he would put on the radio Rush Limbaugh for some reason. He always loved Rush Limbaugh, and I didn't like the guy because he just sounded mean all the fucking time. And I'm already going to work, and you have this guy yelling at me about how lazy people were. I was like 12 years old going to work, and this guy saying, like, these people out here have no ambition and I'm like, and then now I'm kind of like literally living the truth. But whatever, it is what it is. Not the truth, but that has become my truth, which kind of sucks. Yeah, it is what it is. But listening to him on the radio got me into even knowing what like politics was and like presidential elections and stuff like that. And then from there, I started to listen to Alex Jones, ironically, before he fucking went psycho, when he was he just opened my Alex Jones just opened my mind to conspiracies and thinking open-minded in general. Like I never agreed with everything he said, but there was some things at the beginning. Don't try to tell me I'm fucking Alex Jones red pilled or whatever, but back in the beginning, he definitely fucking opened my mind to conspiracies. Like when I found out that he predicted 9/11 in July before the shit fucking happened. That shit was insane to me.
Oh, bro, that shit is insane.
I just told him about that because he's a baby. I'm gonna always call him a baby because he's a fucking baby. Yeah. Anyway, he even wears a baby bonnet. Look, it's like he's a little bit, or it could be like a beret, like a revolutionary beret, bro. Like you're starting. Viva la resistance!
Viva la revolution!
Motherfuckers! Anyway, but then I think it kind of was good or bad. It was good and bad because then I started to stop agreeing with all of the things I was saying because he was fucking audience captured, and it felt like he was just saying stuff to get people to create controversy for more people to just go to his place and buy his products instead of actually having maybe he does have those values. At a certain point, I think it just became a grift, and he just wanted to sell the people both the supplements and fucking Vitamix or whatever the fuck, and he also wanted to get people on to sell them on his ideology as well. Then it just became a grift, pretty much. Yeah. So that's pretty much what opened my mind to leftist political theory, just in general. I think. Yeah. So that's all.
I just went down after I figured out that my uncle was talking more about like the Democratic things and all this shit, like policies and all that. What's going on in like Congress, in the office and all that, in the office and all that shit.
And then you kind of just by hearing the thing,
I just fell into the rabbit hole,
which is good. That's good. I mean, yeah. I think that's
sooner or later I ventured off from IRL politics and actually started looking at the ideologies.
Because you hear so many when you like, first starting, terms. You hear so many, and you're like, what the fuck is that? And you're you look it up, you're like, I didn't know what the fuck a Marxist was for a long time. Mm-hmm. Like when I was like 15, 16, and I started to actually, not even 15, I would say 15, 16 years ago is probably what I should say. I started hearing like about Karl Marx and like just like these stuff, so it makes you actually go and like, because you don't want to be listening to something without understanding it. There's no value in that for me. So then you're like, I have to at least be able to know what you're talking about, because I don't know what the fuck. Who the fuck is Marx? Why is there X instead of a K? That's what I thought. That's what I was like, are they saying his name wrong? Like Karl Marx. That would be a weird ass name, dude. Karl Marx. Like, why is your name Karl Marx? There probably are Karl Marx. Shout out to all the Karl Marx out there.
Shout out.
Not Karl Marx, but the Karl Marks.
The most bland name ever, Mark.
Whoa, that's pretty cool. All right, stop it. Let's stop. We're not gonna end it there because